evaluation of last year from a coaching staff. How much went into that?
Well, I mean, you look and you try to figure out, well, why didn't we perform like we're capable of? I mean, we had a guy in, Borschel, who was third the year before, and Falk, who was sixth year before, and Surges, who had been returning All-Americans, and, those three guys, none of them performed very well. So, I mean, we've made some adjustments throughout the summer and even into the fall, maybe with just the duration of practices, I think to keep them fresh in their head. But when they're in here, they're putting out, and we're not really deferring to our athletes very much right now. I think last year maybe we deferred to our athletes in some situations, and you know what? It didn't work out. So you can't just hope that a guy comes around. Not that we're hoping, but I mean, we're taking them by the hand and we're going to lead them so that they do come around. It was a good learning experience to still win and still go undefeated as a team throughout the whole year, and maybe not ever felt like you performed at your top level. I guess that says a lot about our guys, and that they rise to the occasion when needed. We had some guys do that. A guy like Morningstar, a guy like Harrison. Maybe guys that weren't counted on at the start of the year, they picked up the slack. And this year we want more of a total team effort across the board. In March, and I think we did throughout the season to go undefeated. You have to, but I think our guys are excited for the challenge. I know they are. I know that they're excited to win national titles. We didn't have a national champion last year, and I think that burns everybody in this room.
Maybe the silver lining to that is you bring back, a senior-laden team with a sense of urgency now and one last chance to.
Yeah, I think so. I think these guys, I think they finally understand how fast it goes. And hopefully our young guys, that rubs off on those guys, and they don't have to wait. Don't wait to win. You don't got to wait till your senior year to come on. And, we got some good young guys who are doing some good things right now. Montel Marion and McDonough. Those guys are young. I mean, you've got a guy like St. John, and Lofthouse. You got some good young guys who are, I think, are taking notes from last year or from our old guys that, hey, this does go fast. And you know what? I got to take advantage of every day. And it's not a redshirt year. It's not this. It's not that. I got to be ready and prepared for when my opportunity comes. And what I've seen a pretty good job so far, and we got to keep doing that.
Do you wrestle Montel much?
I've wrestled with him, yeah.
What's the difference between him now versus November 2008?
Well, I can tell you, last year there was a few times he didn't want to wrestle with me because he said I was too big. And he's going down to 33, and I'm just that blew my mind to think that the competitor that he is, that he wouldn't want to wrestle me. And this year it's like, I mean, he wants to scrap, he wants to wrestle, and I mean he's done a great job for. It hasn't been just a month or 2 months or 3 months. I mean, he's done it from the spring to the summer on, and that's what you got to have. You got to put those consecutive workouts together to make that jump. Guys think that it's just a flip of the switch, and it doesn't happen like that. I mean, it's constant over time, and then you see that improvement come. And I'd say more than anything, he's put the time in, but he's not just punched the time card. I mean, he's actually put the effort in when he's in here, and it's not just let's just stand around. I mean, he's going after it, and he's done a really good job of doing that. You saw him come out in that wrestle off, and he scores right away. And he scored again, and there's a point in the match where it's 5-4, and he escapes right to a takedown. That's just hustle and effort, and that's what he's been doing in the wrestling room for months and months and months on end, and that's why it's shown in competition.
Has there been anybody else that's taken a similar step?
Well, McDonough. I mean, the proof is in how he competed. I mean, he competed well. He beat a guy Clark who's been 2 years in the varsity in the varsity room. Wrestled a lot of big matches for Iowa State. He's wrestled a couple national tournaments, and McDonough didn't look like he was rushed. He didn't look like he was, good composure. But you know what? When you're prepared, your composure's good, and you're ready. You're ready to wrestle, and he's done it over time. I mean, everybody's like, well, how the hell is he making weight? Well, he's done it over time. He's done a great job of bringing it down gradually and not crashing it down. He's doing it for the long term. And, it's not like a flash in the pan thing where he's going to be strong in November, December. I mean, he's doing it so he's ready to win a national title in March, and I think he's starting to believe that in his head. So we're excited. We're excited about him and the possibilities of what he can accomplish.
He looks like he's going to be a frustrating guy to wrestle.
I think guys are going to, he's real sticky. I mean, that's kind of what I like to think. He's going to give guys lots of fits. And the great thing is that, he's tough to finish on, but he's also getting better at attacking. He's not relying on his defense to make his offense for him. You know, he's able to create his own offense, and he keeps getting better every day. And I tell you what, you see him in here every day. Every morning he's in here. Every afternoon he's in here. He's doing extra, and it's making a difference. You know, wonder why one guy's made a jump over another. The proof is in here. Come in here every day and look and watch and see. Watch and see the guy, and you'll understand why he's improved like he has.
Any comments on the world champion New York Yankees?
I guess congratulations to the Yankees. You know, they're 2-2. The Red Sox, he's got 2 in this decade. So, or even for this decade. But we won't talk about the eight before that or the 9 before that. But that's all right. The Red Sox will be back next year.